The 5 greatest fighting styles in the world: warriors, rivalries, and a reflection on fighting in the modern era. Opening the hook. Approximately 1 minute since the beginning of humanity. Long before writing, long before cities, long before civilization as we know it, human beings were already fighting. Not for trophies, not for money, not for fame. They fought to survive. Over time, fighting stopped being just instinct and became discipline, culture, philosophy, and identity. Today, millions of people around the world practice combat sports, not only to defeat others but to conquer themselves. And that leads to an important question: is it still worth practicing a fighting style today? Do these sports have a future, and what can we learn from the greatest rivalries in history? In this video, you'll discover 5 of the most important fighting styles in the world, their greatest fighters, the real rivalries that shaped generations, and, at the end, a deep reflection about health, purpose, and personal choice. This is not just about fighting, this is about who we become when we face challenges. 1. Boxing, the purest form of modern combat. Boxing is one of the oldest and most influential combat sports in modern history. Evidence of fist fighting dates back to ancient Greece. But it was in 19th century England that boxing gained rules, gloves, and global respect. Boxing is simple in theory: 2 people, 2 fists, 1 ring. But in practice, it is one of the most complex sports ever created. Greatest boxers of all time: Muhammad Ali, more than a fighter, a cultural and political icon. Mike Tyson, raw power, intimidation, and explosive aggression. Floyd Mayweather Jr., flawless defense and strategic intelligence. Sugar Ray Robinson, considered by many the greatest pound-for-pound boxer ever. Historic rivalry: Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. This rivalry was real, brutal, and deeply emotional. Ali and Frazier fought 3 times, in battles that went far beyond sports. Ali was charismatic, outspoken, and political. Frazier was quiet, relentless, and represented old-school toughness. Their third fight, the Thriller in Manila 1975, is considered one of the most brutal fights in history. Ali won, but later admitted it was the closest thing to dying that I've ever known. Reflection: boxing teaches resilience, focus, and courage. But it demands respect and responsibility. It's a sport that requires mental maturity, discipline, and proper care. 2. Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs. Born in Thailand, Muay Thai was created for war, not entertainment. It was a battlefield system before it ever became a sport. Punches, elbows, knees, and shins. That's why it's known as the art of 8 limbs. Muay Thai legends: Samut Payakarun, elite technique and fight IQ. Baka Banshi Mek, power, explosiveness, and global appeal. Senshai, creativity, timing, and unmatched skill. Fierce rivalries: Muay Thai rivalries are often regional, not personal. North versus South, aggressive styles versus technical styles. Many fighters face each other multiple times throughout their careers, creating rivalries built on respect, forged through real combat. Reflection: Muay Thai builds the body and the mind. It improves conditioning, confidence, and mental toughness, but it teaches humility above all else. Ego doesn't survive long in this sport. 3. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, intelligence over strength. Few fighting styles have proven so clearly that technique can defeat strength like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Developed from Japanese Judo and refined in Brazil by the Gracie family, Jiu-Jitsu changed combat sports forever. Greatest names in Jiu-Jitsu: Helio Gracie, small, physically weak, but technically brilliant. Rickson Gracie, undefeated for decades, a living legend. Roger Gracie, absolute dominance in world championships. Bukacha, power, speed, and elite technique. Historic rivalry: Jiu-Jitsu versus Luta Livre. In Brazil, this rivalry was intense and often violent. Academy versus academy, style versus style. These real confrontations helped shape modern MMA and prove Jiu-Jitsu's effectiveness in real combat situations. Reflection: Jiu-Jitsu is ideal for self-defense, mental health, emotional control. It teaches you how to stay calm and solve problems under pressure. For karate: discipline, philosophy, and honor. Karate was born in Okinawa, Japan, and goes far beyond fighting. It is based on discipline, respect, and self-control. Karate icons: Maso Yama, founder of Kyokushin, famous for extreme toughness. Lyoto Machida brought karate to the top of MMA. Gishin Funakoshi, the father of modern karate. Internal rivalry: traditional versus sport karate. This debate still exists today. Should karate remain purely traditional or adapt to competition? This conflict represents the balance between preserving roots and evolving with time. Reflection: karate is perfect for those seeking emotional balance, posture, and discipline. Ego control: it's not just about learning how to fight, it's about building character. 5. MMA, where all styles collide. MMA didn't invent fighting, it unified it. Boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, karate, everything meets inside the octagon. Greatest MMA fighters: Anderson Silva, precision, calmness, and creativity. George's St. Pierre, the most complete athlete in MMA history. John Jones, controversial but incredibly talented. Conor McGregor, unmatched charisma and global impact. Legendary rivalries: Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. These rivalries combine sport, ego, culture, and storytelling, keeping millions of fans emotionally invested. Reflection MMA represents modern life, adaptation strategy, resilience, the future of combat sports. Combat sports are not disappearing. They are evolving. With social media, streaming platforms, and new generations, fighting sports are more visible than ever. But the future demands better healthcare, smarter training, mental awareness. Final reflection. Is it worth practicing a fighting style? Maybe the real question isn't which fighting style is the best, but instead, why do you want to fight? If it's for ego, it won't last. If it's just a trend, motivation fades. But if it's for health, personal challenge, and self-discovery, then fighting can change your life. Unlike the gym routine that often becomes repetitive, martial arts offer purpose, visible progress, a sense of belonging in the end. The greatest fight isn't against another person, it's against inactivity, anxiety, fear, and comfort. And that is a fight everyone needs to face.